Good evening and welcome to our live webinar event for Accounting and Payroll at Working Men's College. My name is Lisa Marklew and I look after the arts and vocational courses at the college, and Barrington Brown is one of our accounting tutors who this evening has struggled to join, but he may be able to answer your questions during or maybe after the event. We'll chat back to any questions that you've got. And Pamela will also be joining us today as a co-presenter, and she manages the accounting, business and ICT and languages area at college. So welcome. So this is from WM College. We've had a rebrand and we are also known as Working Men's College. I'm going to talk you through the range of courses that we've got in our accounting and payroll suite, and you can chat any questions and we'll answer them at the end. Just a quick update on where we are in terms of COVID and how we have prepared the building and the classrooms for our learners' return. Mainly, if you enrol on courses in the accounting and payroll with us, you'll be in our PC suites. So these are IT suites. And we have removed some of the PCs. We've limited numbers in the rooms so that you are socially distanced when you're working. We have wipes ready and you wipe down your own area, keyboard, mouse, etc. And we are expecting our learners to all wear masks, and our tutors can wear visors. So we've taken extra care to welcome our learners back, but ensure that they are safe. So we'll have a quick look through the courses, but first of all, I wanted to talk about the opportunities that studying the accounting and payroll courses that we have can offer you. We have lots of learners that come, maybe they're already working in an office or in an accounting firm as a secretary or PA. They want to learn more and enhance current skills that they've got, expand their career opportunities. So quite often they want to get on in the promotion of their workplace, and quite often they've been successful in moving into the finance area of a company that they work in. We have a lot of self-employed learners that attend with us, and we'll talk about specialist courses for them as well. And also our bookkeeping learners and some of our accounting learners, they like to set up on their own. Once they're gained the full qualifications, they can set up their own bookkeeping courses, and this is something that quite a lot of learners that are returning to us now or new to us are thinking of doing in terms of a job they can do from home. Now, we will come on to this in a minute, but the other opportunity here is to gain industry recognised qualifications with us, and we are an AAT accredited centre. So we worked hard to gain this, and from September last year, we are AAT registered. So these are our accredited courses. So we offer two types of courses: accredited courses, which are courses that have a qualification attached, and then non-accredited courses that are usually shorter, introductory, and they can help you lead in potentially to accredited courses. So these non-accredited courses, they're designed to provide you with an entry point to further study or a lead into accredited courses. Some of our learners use them to come to workshops, so they enrol on the courses, they can practice, they can prepare for exams or enhance their opportunities in the workplace by focusing on specific techniques or skills they wanted to improve. The topics of our non-accredited courses are the introduction to Sage Accountancy, and in general, learners from this might be progressing and enrolling on our level 1 accounting software course. We've got payroll and bookkeeping, and the bookkeeping learners on this introductory course will progress to our level 1 bookkeeping potentially. We've also, we started it 18 months ago, a couple of years ago. We put on some Saturday courses. They're 2 Saturdays, and we were actually asked by some of our self-employed learners whether they could learn to use QuickBooks. And this year we've put on more and more of these. They're very popular. We have learners that come to us that are already self-employed but want to learn how to use QuickBooks to manage their own invoices and business for their companies. So our accredited courses they're varying lengths, but they all have an AAT qualification attached to them. They're recognised in the workplace. AAT standards will be expected for most accounting companies and finance companies that you're applying to. It's nationally recognised. Our tutors work at a range of colleges delivering AAT courses. They have to be validated by AAT, and they attend regular events. They have continuing professional development that they need to work on in order to remain registered and validated by AAT. So we pride ourselves, we have an excellent reputation. We mainly run level 1 and 2 qualifications, but we also have very strong links to other colleges in London and other organisations that offer higher levels. So where our learners are achieving and finishing at level 2, we have tutors that come in and visit, and some of our tutors teach at other organisations, and learners progress to level 3 and 4 and become qualified after attending and progressing there. So we run 3 courses from the AAT suite, and this is Access Awarding Bookkeeping Level 1. We have 2 of these courses. We've got 2 evenings, one starting in 2 weeks' time, and then it lasts for 15 weeks, and then another one starts again in February. This is 15 evenings for 15 weeks, and we will start delivery on site in our PC suites, but then actually during lockdown our learners really moved straight to Zoom in their 3rd session. And using books, we work through some of the Kaplan books for bookkeeping. Our learners were able to continue their learning through lockdown via Zoom, and they returned to us over the last couple of weeks and have sat the exam and passed. So we wanted to continue this almost blended learning of blended delivery model, which means that some of your sessions may be online but live via Zoom. You'll log in and meet with your tutor and talk through some of the books, but and the exercises in the books, but you'll be told when those sessions are. We'll start on site. We run an Access Awarding Accounting Software Level 1. We're usually recommending that you start with the Bookkeeping Level 1 if you have no previous experience, really. After your introductory course, you'll be potentially the Bookkeeping Level 1 and then on to the Access Awarding Accounting Software. So again, we've got the evening model for 15 weeks, and we also have a daytime course in accounting software, and that's for 10 full days on site. And with the accounting software courses, we're using Sage, and because of the version that we're using, we actually have all the sessions really are on site so that you have access to the software that you need and our PCs. People have struggled to use it at home effectively, so we want you to come in and get the support that you need and work from college. And then our learners on the level 1 have been progressing to the level 2 Foundation Award in Accounting Software. And again, we've got an evening model and a daytime model for 10 weeks course. And actually, our learners have achieved a wide range of personal targets, and I think things that they didn't really recognise they would gain from attending the courses with us. We have the Saturday bookkeeping courses. We had a learner, Mike. he's self-employed. He's a bathroom fitter. He attended our Saturday QuickBooks course for 2 Saturdays, and by the final week he'd emailed me after he'd finished. He's delighted to tell us he's proud that he can now send his invoices via his mobile phone. He uses the QuickBooks app on his phone, and it means that he does not have to go home and write his invoices. He gets his evenings free because he can do everything much more swiftly using the app. And then Joanna, you may find that I know some of our learners, we don't have many 18-year-olds at college. The profile of our learners are probably 20 to 65, 70. And Joanna, one of our learners that started on the level 1 bookkeeping, was very anxious. I know a lot of people in this position, they haven't taken an exam since they left school. And for some people, it's 25, 30 years ago. I think at Working Men's College, we really feel that we offer the support that you need on site, that will help you gain confidence and feel ready to take the exam. So you are given tutorials, regular feedback on what you need to improve. We have practice mock exams, and I'm pleased to say Joanna was absolutely delighted. She passed her exam first time with flying colours. The support that learners are offered, when we come onto site, we have a fantastic library, and we also have a learning centre, which is it's open during our college opening hours, 9 AM until 8:30 in the evening on Monday to Thursday. And I've had the Sage software put onto PCs available in the library and the learning centre. Lots of our learners come in and continue to practice on their own using the software on site. Okay, so next steps, if you've looked through the guide and you've visited the website, you've thought if you want a non-accredited course, one of the introductory courses, you can just directly enroll online. You click on the buttons, it will take you through step by step. You can pay online if you need to pay a fee. But if you're eligible for concessions, the learner services will talk you through, and you can look on our website at what eligibility and whether you fit to meet the criteria for it, and then enroll. If it is one of our accredited courses, the level 1s and 2s, you will click on the button on the website. You'll be sent an acknowledgement, and you'll be asked to do the AAT skills check on their website. And once you've done this, an interview will be arranged with you over the phone, or we've been doing some Zoom interviews as well. So you cannot directly enroll onto the level 1 and 2 courses, but please get in touch with any questions. You can ask learner services, or we've got a live web chat on our college website. And here were some testimonials from our learners. And it is a great environment here at Working Men's College. Everybody is friendly, supportive, kind. You get the support that you need. And the cafe, we have an excellent atmosphere, lots of evening classes and day classes. And even though we're being careful in the building at the moment, I think you will feel that you'll get the support that you need to achieve. Thank you.
Thanks, Lisa.
Thank you.
In terms of questions, how about the funding for the courses? Do people, are there concessions?
So there are concessions on the non-accredited courses. You may still pay a small fee. So some of the shorter courses, if you're eligible for concessions, and on the website, there's a lot of different criteria for the eligibility, but in general, if you have income into the household that is under £25,000, you should be eligible for concessionary rates. That will qualify you to pay a small fee on some of the non-accredited, like the short workshops will be £11 for you. And then when you progress, you will get to the accredited courses will be free for those in receipt of concessions. Now, the other thing that we offer for those in receipt of concessions or eligible are the PIN code. You will have a PIN code given to you in week 1 or 2, which means that you can join and be a member of the AAT website. You will need to do this in order to gain access to their resources on their website, and it is how you book and take the exam. So for learners that are not eligible for concessions, this will be an additional cost, and I think it's £40 to join the AAT membership. You own it on their website. You can use the resources then, and that's for a year. That lasts for a year. But all of our tutors have to retain their AAT membership in order to continue essentially to deliver the AAT qualifications.
Thank you. And how many students do you normally have in a class?
Well, I won't say normally, because at the moment we have reduced the amount in class. So in one of our PC suites we have 10 learners, and in another slightly larger one we have 12. So you will probably be, most of the learners on the accredited courses will be in a PC suite. It's a large room. There'll be 12 of you, socially distanced, one PC away from each other.
Thank you. What about learners that maybe have some disabilities or need some learning support?
Now, when you're enrolled on the course and you see the enrolment form online, there's a section and the ALS team will contact you once you're enrolled to talk through what you think you need in order to be able to learn effectively. Some examples are, there is 1 or 2 large monitors in our room, and we have learners that have impaired sight. They usually use these. We also have magnifiers that fit over the screens for some learners. The rooms that we deliver the courses in, we have lifts, obviously, up to, and again, with social distancing, I think it's been easier for us to manage in the room the space that you need to be able to work and sit comfortably.
Thank you. Just the last question for you. What resources do you need? Will you need to, have books, or do you need to join any online tools?
Yeah, I mean, definitely the AAT membership is essential. So you will own it, but that could incur an additional cost to you. If you want to progress with your accountancy career or bookkeeping, then it will be something that you will need to factor into your own accounts if you're self-employed, that joining that membership each year. So it mirrors industry to some extent. Other than that, I do think learners bring a calculator with them in general, although now most people have them on their phones, etc. But when we're sitting mocks and exams, of course, you would need an old-fashioned calculator. Can't use one on your phone. Other than that, a notebook and a pen. So I notice our learners are keeping great notes during our sessions, and it's really helped. I see them refer back to them regularly.
Okay, thank you. Would you be able to give any information if somebody has actually been an accountant in another country and is then having to come here and requalify?
I mean, as we we have a large community of ESOL learners at college, and quite a lot of our learners actually are in this position. In general, we require an entry 3 ESOL qualification or above. If you're learning on our level 2 programs, we'd require you to have an ESOL level of level 1. And again, if you can have an interview with a member of staff, but some of our learners are studying ESOL alongside and then coming to us in the evening. So in general, some might not be ready, but they get there and they might have achieved their entry 3 or be studying towards level 1, and we accept them onto our courses.
Okay, thank you, Lisa. I don't think we've got any more questions coming through. So thanks very much for the presentation. Thanks everybody for attending. We will post this presentation online. There are spaces, I assume, on the courses.
Yeah, they are filling up quite fast. The accredited level 1s, especially given our reduced numbers at the moment, I think we have 3 or 4 spaces left on the level 1s in the evening that start. So please click on the button and we will deal with your application as swiftly as we can.
Great. Thank you so much, everybody. Thanks for the presentation. Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you. Thanks.